interact with different people, and I like entertainment, music, web series, traveling, etc. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Raghav Singla, and I'm born and brought up in Cathay, Haryana. And by profession, I am a chartered accountant. I work at Barclays, and I came here to improve my confidence and communication skills. Yeah, that's it.
Hi everyone, a bunch of you might have already met me, so I've been coming for the last couple of sessions. My name is Misha. I am from Lady Freedom College and I'm in my final year right now. And post that, I am joining a consulting firm. So yeah, that's all about me. I am planning on joining Toastmasters, finally committing, and really excited to be here.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Akshay Roy. Basically, I am from Punjab and currently I am living in Sector 23. By profession, I am chartered accountant. I am working in KPL. So I am here to enhance my communication skills.
Good morning everyone. My name is Kush Mangla and I have recently done my graduation from Northern University. I have learned about Toastmaster Club, so I am here to join and be a part of it.
Hi everyone, good morning. I am Astha Jain, working as an engineer by profession, and I am working in ProWork as a pre-sales consultant, and I am here to improve my confidence and public speaking skills.
Hi, good morning everyone. My name is Mayur and I am a Toastmaster. I am from Toastmaster Club of West Delhi. I am here to experience your meeting and keynote session by the Millennium.
Hello, I am Arjun. Good morning.
Good morning.
I have been to this club and it looks different today, better ambience I think. I am here today because of Ravindraji. I have been participating in the AJ contest April first week, and my speech is not good enough to be presented in that contest. So I thought I'll take inputs from him, also with him personally, and take suggestions for my class. Thank you.
While you don't really need a very long introduction at this point, I would still request you to tell us a quick hello.
Okay, I'm Toastmaster Davinder Singh. I'm chartered accountant. Thank you.
Brevity is the spice of life, as just exhibited to us by Toastmaster Davinder. He is, of course, our keynote speaker of the session, the main component of our Toastmaster session today. But I am not going to tell you much about it because that is going to be our Toastmaster of the day's job. My work comes to an end. What I was happy to hear was how each one of us present is dedicated to improve our communication. And good communication begins with good listening skills. On that note, happy listening to us for all the session. Thank you, and now handing over the stage space to our amazing Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shavasti, for the wonderful introduction. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
I was expecting a little bit more energy, but it's fine.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you once again. Let me share you a fact. Usually, I do not say good morning in the weekends. Do you know why? Because I wake up in the afternoon. So when I say good morning, I expect you to reply back. It is also considered a good etiquette. Anyway, today's session is not a normal session. It is going to be a special one. A special one because there is obviously a keynote speech from very renowned and respected Toastmasters in District 41. There will be fire, there will be smoke, not because something is burning, because Toastmaster Davinder will be on the stage. But before that, let me walk you through the agenda for today's meeting. As it is not a normal meeting, usually we have, for the benefit of guests, usually we have prepared speech where members who have prepared for weeks, days or months give their speeches, but usually they prepare a day in advance. Second section is that of impromptu speeches where you will be given a topic and you will speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And finally, we have the evaluation section. But today, as we have the long keynote speech, we'll only be having table topics, followed by the speech, and then the evaluation. So I would request everyone to please participate in table topics. Guests can also participate in the impromptu speech. Now, in each meeting, we have a tradition of having a word of the day. And today's word of the day is euphoric, which means feeling extreme happiness and excitement. Synonyms could be elated, ecstatic, or overjoyed. And one example could be she felt euphoric after hearing the good news. And the good news was that Toastmaster Rahul was the keynote for this session. Anyway, let's forget about that. Now, when the speaker uses the word of the day, we usually show thumbs up as a sign of encouragement. So I would request everyone to please raise your thumb and show thumbs up sign just to impress the speaker. Now, we also have someone who is going to create a laughter or two. For that, we have Joke Master. And today's Joke Master is someone who joined in January 2026. He is a manager in banking and government job sector at Adda 247, and his hobbies include none. Because responsibilities have crushed his desires and dreams, that's what he mentioned. It's not my words. Now let's welcome the very talented, very funny Toastmaster Utkarsh on the stage.
Thank you, Rahul, for introducing me with a joke. So, recently I read a book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving Importance. So, before reading that book, I was like, if someone called me, I want to talk to you for a moment. I was like, why do you want to talk? What just happened? Why suddenly you want to talk with me for a moment? If I don't get a reply on my WhatsApp, I overthink what had happened, why he is not replying. But after reading that book, I became a more relaxed and peaceful person. Like, if you want to read that book and if you understand that book, you just understand that overthinking is not a solution. Just don't care. Right? So, after I'm not getting a response, after reading that book, I think, okay, let's see what will happen next day. If my manager is saying to me, let's talk tomorrow, I'm not in overthinking. I will think tomorrow's problem. And if I am not getting a response, okay, let's think what will happen, let it be. So read that book, because if you are an overthinker, you will become a more relaxed person. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Utkarsh, for a great joke. I'm not sure if people laugh. Better like next time. Now it is time to introduce the general evaluation section. I'll also be playing the role of general evaluator, and as a general evaluator, I'll be noting down everything that happens throughout the meeting and everything that doesn't happen. And that includes noting down about the role players, how they performed, did they perform their duty perfectly, or were they prepared in advance for their roles. We'll also have table topics evaluator who will be evaluating the impromptu speeches that will be there. And we also have a tag team, which stands for timer, R-counter, and grammarian, who will be going to evaluate different aspects of the language and the timing. I would request them on this stage, invite them on this stage to explain their roles so that the audience is aware of what is expected. Let's invite the R-counter for today. And today's R-counter is Toastmaster Anup. A big round of applause, please.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Toastmaster Anu, your R-counter for today. As an R-counter, my role is to note down all the filler words, inappropriate interjections, and filler sounds. The inappropriate interjection could be and, so, but, well, and the filler sounds could be un, and any repeated words. And at the end of the meeting, I will provide my score. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anu. Now it is time to invite the grammarian for today's meeting, and today's grammarian is Toastmaster Nayashi. I would request Toastmaster Nayashi on the stage. A big round of applause, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Nancy, and today I will play the role of grammarian. As a grammarian, I will pay close attention to the language used during the meeting. I will be listening incorrect usage of grammar as well as creative usage of grammar, and word of the day is being used throughout the meeting. As the grammarian, my duty is to introduce word of the day, and today's word of the day is euphoric, which means feeling intense happiness or excitement. I hope you all are feeling euphoric today. And when anyone uses word of the day, you have to show thumbs up as a sign of encouragement. And at the end of the meeting, I will present my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nayashi. Now, finally, the most important member of the tag team, the timer. I will request Toastmaster Keshav on this stage.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Keshav. I am going to be your timer for today. So today's meeting is divided into keynote speaker and table topics. So the green card means that you have reached your minimum speaking time. The yellow card means that you can start wrapping up your speech now. And the red card means that the maximum time limit has been reached and you have to end your speech within the next 30 seconds. So for the keynote speaker, the timing for today is the green card would be at 25 minutes, the yellow card at 35 minutes, and the red card at 45 minutes. And for table topics, the timings are the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. And I'm going to present my report at the end of the meeting, and also note that anyone who fails to be in these time limits also gets disqualified. Thank you.
For explaining your role beautifully. Now we are done with the introduction. Shall we begin the euphoria that you are here for?
Yes.
Messed up. Now let's begin with the first segment, that is called table topics section or impromptu speech section. Today's table topic master who is going to lead this section is someone who joined in April 2025. He is a software professional at FMCG company, and his hobbies include traveling and singing. Let's welcome with a thunderous round of applause the very talented, the very funny Toastmaster Amitabh.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good morning.
Are you euphoric for the session?
Yes.
Great. So today I am your table topic master. Table topic session is the session where you have to think on your toe and give an impromptu speech. Every member gets 2 minutes of time. So at 1 minute, your green card is shown. If you have finish your speech less than 1 minute, you will be disqualified. At 1.5 minutes, yellow card is shown. At 2 minutes, red card is shown. Beyond 2.5 minutes, your speech will again be disqualified. So you have range from 1 minute to 2.5 minutes maximum. In table topics, you have to speak something what you have experienced with, or you have to create your own imagination. Like we imagine a table right now here on which topics are kept. Same way you can also imagine your speech at that time. We recommend to follow ODA approach during table topic session. So ODA stands for opinion, reason, example, and reiterating the opinion again. So that is a recommended approach. However, you can make your own approach as well. I'll give you example of how ODA approach is followed. So if my opinion is everyone should join Toastmaster Club. The reason can be one can learn the stage presence, one can be confident speaker, you can handle your fear at the stage. These all reasons can be there. Example can be when last time I presented my speech to the board members in my office, they were very much excited and my manager also appraised me for that. Then reiterating the opinion again. Hence, I feel Toastmasters session is a very useful session for everyone who wants to learn to speak. And that is why I renewed my Toastmasters membership as well. Now, I'll go with the topics, and these topics, first thing is the guest as well as members, everyone can participate in that. And I will ask all the guests to participate in this session. I will call upon first a member only, and then alternatively I will take guests as well. So I will keep a mix of both. So I will start with the first member. Please raise your hand, anyone who wants to come. Yes. So Toastmaster Mukesh, please take up chit. Okay. Toastmaster Mukesh, my long-term game, Toastmaster Mukesh.
Thank you, sir. Everyone knows there are two types of game. One is short term, one is long term. And I always prefer to play long term. Because short term game give a temporary solution. But long term give you long term happiness and peace. Coming here on the stage, it will give you long term happiness but short term dizziness. That why we need to go to the stage. Long term always give you a horizon. So like if in our corporate or in our school days, they are saying that think about after 5 years. Why? Because it's long term. In financial market, we always say short term gain you will tax 20%, long term gain you will tax 12.5%. Why? Because long term is always better. In the share market or in the equity fund, if you invest more than 7 years, you will get approx 12 to 13% for sure from last 15 years of backdated history. But if you invest in last 7 days, might be you lose your capital more than 25%. That's the power of long-term game. We came here in Toastmaster and prepare ourselves for the leadership or the public speaking. But if we spend only 1 month, 2 months, only 1 term, you will gain only short term. But if you spend nearly 1 year or more than 1 year, it will be long term. So I will always prefer to be a long term player rather than a short term, because if you play long term, it will give a benefit for the lifetime. Thank you very much.
in corporate world, it is also known as vision. And what Toastmaster Mukesh presented right now, the same thing can be presented by McKinsey in 2 months' time, charging 2 crore rupees. The same thing is delivered here in 2 minutes. Thank you, Toastmaster Mukesh. I will call upon a guest now who, please raise the hand. Yeah, please come. Ashish. Yeah, please. A rainy day. Toastmaster Ashish, a rainy day, Toastmaster Ashish.
We are sitting in the month of March, and rarely we have seen rains in the month of March. Last 2 weeks, continuously rain is happening, and I used to tell my colleagues and friends, go for a date. It's a time to enjoy. It's a time to love. Love is in the air. It's a time to enjoy your family, your friends, your loved ones, and everyone. So it's a time when we usually get a spring season, but suddenly there was too much hot these days, and then suddenly got a rain. So rain is in the life which gives us immense pleasure, immense happiness, and we find, or we at times discover ourselves. I mean, it gives us time to introspect. So rain, at times we feel visible rain, at times we feel that rain is something which is inside us, which is within us. So the takeaway or moral of the day is the rain is something which is inside us, which in the form of happiness, if we share with everyone, it will spreading. If we spread it with everyone, it will give love to everyone. Thank you.
A rainy day is also referred to a tough time what a person is facing in life. But see how beautifully he converted that into a pleasant and a memorable time what anyone can experience with. I would request next any of the Toastmaster, please raise the hand. Yeah, please go. Please pick up the chair. Toastmaster Chetna, if I am Elon Musk, Toastmaster Chetna.
Thank you so much. So I recently watched a video on Elon Musk, and it was, I had always heard about him, but I never knew what his perspective is. And what I could know, he's such a big picture viewer, and I was so euphoric to listen to him. And to be honest, I don't remember the exact idea, but overall he was talking about so vast topics, from spirituality to AI to how the world is progressing, what all things are happening, and how the technology is going to take place, and how actually he had come to the name of SpaceX. There is some connotation with the letter X. So there are multiple companies that he has founded, SpaceX being the one, and there is one internet company, I'm forgetting the name. It is popular in US, and I think it is coming in India also, which will reduce the prices of internet services that we have. So I would like to be Elon Musk, but one has to be very visionary about being Elon Musk. But it was a very surreal experience to listen to him and to know more about him. Thank you.
Wonderful thoughts about Elon Musk, and I will say one important thing Elon Musk must do by now paying the membership fee of Toastmasters. I will request any of the guests, please come. Yeah, please.
Mayur.
Please.
Can I open?
Toastmaster Mayur, pushing the boundaries, Toastmaster Mayur.
Raise your hands if you have ever been on the fence. Thank you. After my masters, I was having a good salary, a good girlfriend, but was still looking for a better paycheck and a hotter girlfriend. I was not satisfied with my life as it is, and I reached out to my grandma. She took me to a market and gave me some money, good amount of money. She said, go inside the market, buy the best watch you want to have for you. And I went in, and only condition she had given me that I cannot go back to the shop which I have already exited. After 2 hours of the time, when I came out, I was not having the best watch because I was having the normal watch. So when I came to my grandma, Dadi Rocks, and I asked her what was the reason. She said, Mayur, you kept looking for the better watch and you could get only the normal one. So my dear friends, pushing the boundaries is always not important because what you have, you can enjoy that with even being on the fence, even within your boundary. Be satisfied with what you have instead of pushing the boundaries because that helps to be happy, to be satisfied, and maybe getting a good watch. What do you do?
I have a different opinion about pushing the boundaries because evolution happened by pushing the boundaries only. And mankind have evolved over the time by pushing the boundaries. But do you know why mankind has evolved? Because women were already evolved by the I will request any of the members please come on the stage. Toastmaster Deepak, my inspiration, Toastmaster Deepak.
This is one of the topics where I do not have to think that much. From my childhood till now, if you will ask me, who is my inspiration? No, it is not Shah Rukh Khan. Of course, it is not Salman Khan. It is not any politician leader. My inspiration lies in my own home, and she is my mother. As a kid, when I was growing up, I was hearing a lot of stories around he is my inspiration, that person is my inspiration. I want to become Dhirubhai Ambani, I want to become an Elon Musk. But if you will ask me that, hey, what you want to become, I'll say that I want to become a character like my mother. When my father's business were in shambles during my childhood days, it is my mother who stood up strong and said that, hey, I am there, you do not have to worry and I'll take care of the entire family. When I was not getting good grades in the class, she said that, hey, I trust you that you will become a good scholar, a good person in your life, so you do not have to worry. When I went for the higher studies, she said that, hey Deepak, I know this thing that you will make us proud one fine day. Today when she come to my home and she play with my daughter, she is 2-year-old. She spent time with my family, with my wife. I can see the proud moment in her eyes that her son has made it. I couldn't have if she wouldn't have set up that example in my life. So my inspiration is my mother. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Mothers are always the first inspiration for everyone, no doubt about that. I will request any of the guests, please come. Guest Arjun, other side of me, guest Arjun. Thank you.
How many of us are wearing this mask where we are something inside and something else outside? Many times we find people who look very serene, very euphoric, very confident. But if you go deep inside them, you find everything is coming out of a filter. They're wearing a mask. They showcase themselves as something outside. But when you go deep inside, there's something else. There was this YouTuber, what is his name, whose videos were banned? Ranveer. So he created such an image of himself that everybody wanted to meet him. Everybody wanted to have a podcast with him. But our character, it takes time to build up. It takes years and years to build our character. And when the crucial time comes, when the right time, when the true color is shown up, and at the right time, he made such a remark that everybody went against him. He was banned, and today he's suffering to get that fame. There was this jackal who accidentally fell into a blue dye, and he became blue. Everybody in the jungle started praising him, that you are the king of the jungle. He also thought, yes, I am the king. He started getting that respect from everybody. One fine day when it rained, as the jackals have this habit of howling when it rains, he also started howling with the other jackals. And the curtain was raised, curtain was released. Everybody came to know that he's a jackal. He was beaten black and blue. So it takes time to build our character, and we are wearing this mask. So we have to be careful. Let's be outside what we are inside. Why do you have this filter in between? People respect transparency. Let's be transparent. Let's inculcate this humble habit. Thank you.
Thank you, guest Arjun. What a wonderful thoughts about that. And it also reminds us, we get every day hundreds of thoughts. And truly speaking, 99 of them need not to be spoken. Only 1% what is speaking to others. And if I will speak the other side of me, probably I could be in jail by now. So I will request any of the members, please come. Yeah, of course. Toastmaster are play to lose, Toastmaster.
So when it comes to play, always there is a perception that I am going to win this game, right? Whichever game you are playing, either it's you can play for exams or you are doing preparation for any kind of sports. This always in satire desire that I am going to win this game and I am going to show my best. But if you put this thing aside of winning the game or even preparing for exam and you are just preparing for the moment you are in, right? I love this sports because what I realized when I heard the story of some great sportsmen, they tell one thing, that we love this sports. They don't play this to win this game, I'm going to win this game. They are just doing it because they love what they are doing, right? So if you put this thing aside, winning or losing thing aside from the craft you are doing or whatever play you are preparing yourself for, in that scenario, I believe you are going to give your best because you are in the moment and you are preparing for the craft that you love, and you are going to win for sure. Because winning and losing is not part of your dictionary. You are there for your craft to improve. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. Just giving you stats that the best tennis players in the world won only 50 to 60% of their games. So can you imagine that? Only with 50 to 60% win, one can be the best in the world. So playing is anyway more important than winning. I would request any of the guests to come on the stage, please. Yes, please. Guest Vivek, my biggest fear, guest Vivek.
So, I'm very worried to talk about this topic. So, my biggest fear is myself. How can I say it's my biggest fear? Because a lot of things I have that I recognize that is my weakness. Like overthinking is one of that, and sometimes I get very excited to do some certain things. So it is not always good. Overthinking is always good. We always talked about that in this session also. And thinking about excitement is also not always good. Sometimes what happens, if you become overthinking, might be some positive thing is happening in your life, you may take wrong side of that. You may miscalculate about that. In your professional life, might be your reporting manager taking time to judge you, but might be make a wrong perception about that person. In your personal life also, if you see your friends and colleagues, if they are taking time to think about you, might be make wrong perception. So this is my weakness, and this is my biggest fear. And other topic is like that. If I excitement, so sometimes I do become very excited for certain thing. So that is also wrong. So this is my biggest fear. Thank you so much.
My biggest fear was always coming on the stage and speaking at this place. And I was very curious to know what is causing so much difficulty to come on stage and speak. So I did a small survey. As obvious, many of the results came in like I forget my words when I come to stage, I get blank. But one thing very surprising and at the top of the list, I never thought of. The biggest fear some people have, or most of the people mentioned that, arthritis. Later on, I also realized that I should have done this kind of surveys in a bigger forum. We should not restrict these surveys to old age homes. Moving on to the next topic, I'll request any of the member please come. Yep. Toastmaster Sumit, time flies, Toastmaster Sumit.
So, when coming to this topic, it is also connected with the emotions. Time flies.
So if I recall, or if you guys recall your school days, you want to go back in those days. If you recall your college days, again you want to go back. But time flies. Even I was thinking about Toastmaster. When I started my journey last year, I was very fearful coming on the stage. Now I am very confident speaking in front of you all. But time flies. But it gives you experience. It gives you motivation. It gives you something to do more. When coming to time, it is up to you how you utilize it. You are sleeping in your Sunday mornings till afternoon, instead of having good morning, having good afternoon like now. So it is always up to you how you manage your time. But yeah, time never waits. It always flies. Even the moment we are talking here, it is gone. It will not come back again. So let's utilize this time in a very effective way. Over to you.
And you can imagine how time flies that we didn't realize that it is almost end of the session. So I'll request one more person to come on the stage. Okay, Toastmasters. Toastmaster Monica, my definition of true beauty. My definition of true beauty, Toastmaster Monica.
My definition of true beauty. This topic suits me so well. Because when I was kid or when I was in class 8 or class 7, I love to play karate. So you can imagine, I'm tan, skinny F. People used to call me, eat something. Otherwise, we will go on. I'm like, why? I can speak, I'm a human being, why? But after COVID, I gained a lot of weight because I used to eat, study. But at that time, people used to say, do something, you got too much chocolate, do something. What should I do? So, the true beauty is not something you are listening others. You want to set in a toxic beauty standard where you want to be a lean, where you want to be a chubby, where you want to be a curvy, blah and blah. It's something like accept yourself. Yeah, I'm fine, sure. You don't need to be worried about that. This is called true beauty. I guess like there is nothing like that. You have to be fair, you have to be dark.
With this, we are the end of the session, and I 100% agree with Toastmaster Monica, because there is a saying, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So if someone tells me that you are not beautiful, I take them to eye clinic.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amitabh, for the wonderful table topic section. I could feel a little bit less energy from the audience. So, I'll be giving you 5 minutes to refresh and recharge before we get started with the keynote speech. So, utilize those 5 minutes to refresh and recharge. See you after 5 minutes.